But we're about to go racing for the first time this weekend here at the Lausitzring. A wet start to the race. Some on slick tyres. Hold on to your hats, everybody. The lights go green and we go racing here. And it's a great start by Maro Engel on the wet tyre. He's going to charge down from 5th to 1st. Lucas Auer, going down from 5th to 1st place. Over the curbs goes Arjun Maini trying to hang on to it. And then you got Jules Gounon going 3 abreast, trying to get through as well. Contact further back. Tom Callender is sent round into a spin, gets going again.
They felt as though it had been the wrong choice, but maybe they're waiting for it all to come to them. Looking again at that start into turn 1, heading in 3 abreast. How did they all get around? Well, they didn't, did they? Tom Callender was the meat in the sandwich there.
And look at the Ferrari of Matteo Cairoli looking to get up the inside here of Arjun Maini, and also the Mercedes of Maro Engel. Look at the different racing lines being taken. This is one of the wettest parts of the circuit into one of the driest parts. Look, it's bone dry there through turn 7, and all the way around the outside goes the Ferrari.
I think they're going to stay out probably as long as they can when the window opens to see what that big black cloud just behind us is going to do. Back on with Arjun Maini, now running side by side with Maro Engel. The 2 gold and blue cars absolutely neck and neck out of the corner.
Fastest lap of the race so far to Jules Gounon. He's enjoying these conditions in the background. Cairoli in 3rd place, still fending off Maini and the Mercedes of Engel, and Engel slots in between the pair of them. The Ferrari going deep into the corner and then cutting back in the Emile Frey racing car. You're on board with Arjun Maini. He's behind the pair of them in 5th place, and he's always prepared to have a go. So Preining one to watch here with lights ablaze in the background, and then just behind the TGI Lamborghini of Mirko Bortolotti going toe-to-toe with Luca Engstler. They've switched seats, haven't they? One's gone from Abt to Grasser, one's gone from Grasser to Abt, but it's Engstler who's just ahead at the moment. It becomes as quick to be on the dry tyre. As long as they're sure it's not going to rain again, they'll switch. So you might see a lot of early pit stoppers here as Preining now has a look at the inside of Finn Weber. Has better traction, tighter line goes through. So the Mustang drops behind. He might lose another place here as well to Luca Engstler. Yeah, he will. Temerario, which has come alive since a disappointing debut at the Red Bull Ring. Much better results, especially for Luca Engstler at Zandvoort, where he qualified 3rd for one of the races and had a 6th and an 8th angle on that Temerario. And it's looking good. Now, on the slick tyre from pole position, Nicky Tim starting to fight back here, potentially up the inside of, on the wet tyre, the BMW of Kelvin van der Linde. And when you've got the slick tyre and a dry bit of track, you just drive past those on the wets, Brian. Cairoli 3rd, Engel coming back at him in 4th place, showing his nose. Then it's Maini in 5th, and then it's going to be Preining in 6th place, just because Luca Engstler is side by side with him again in the Red Bull at Lamborghini. And then Nicky Tim is gobbling them up on the slick tyres in the Aston Martin. On the outside, this is where those dry tyres will now kick in. You've got Engstler up the inside of Preining. You've got the Dane coming after the pair of them. Who's going to be the bravest on the brakes when they get down to turn 1, when they de-accelerate from top gear and 250 kilometres an hour just down to 90k, and it will be the Aston Martin whipping around the outside of the pair of them.
101 compared to Lucas Auer at 132. So the slick runners really coming into it. We keep looking up at the skies though. It's jet black behind. So the big question for the teams, it's all about the strategy. Who is going to go for the wets? Who's going to go for the dries when the pit window opens? In the meantime, Luca Engstler has to fall back behind Thomas Preining for incorrect overtaking.
And the Ferrari as well coming after them. As you said, Thierry Vermeulen absolutely starting to charge now in the Red Bull liveried Verstappen racing Emile Frey Ferrari, and then Engstler dropping back. Wittmann's got through as well. Wittmann's going side by side with Vermeulen just ahead. He's going to lose another place here to Max Powell on his home circuit, because Matteo Cairoli is going to hold on to the racing line here. Can't get through there. Switches back, and there onto the wet goes the Ferrari, which will help cool his tyres down, but the Aston Martin comes through, and this now gives an opportunity to Maro Engel.
He'll be in a good position then to switch to wet tyres when the pit window opens. Maro Engel with a big gap. Matteo Cairoli not able to get that traction into the corner, leaves a very large gap on the inside, setting after Nicky Tim. But what a comeback from Nicky Tim at the moment.
Mapelli, another driver charging on the slick tyre, isn't he? He's the next one to keep an eye on, number 10, and he's taking Marco Wittmann with him, also on a slick tyre. Marco doing what Marco does, starting low down, giving everybody a head start after qualifying, and they're just charging through in the races. So now it is The BMW versus the Ferrari. He's going to have a go if he gets half a chance here. Will that chance come? No, because Mapelli goes on the attack first down the inside of the Mercedes and ahead of Maro Engel. Maro's trying to hang on around the outside. We had that change of lead already. Look, Nicky Timmy's through. Not an easy through, Brian. He's left everybody for dead.
I can't believe how much of a gap he's pulled out. Remember, he was running in about 10th place just a few laps ago. It takes an awful lot of courage. Here we look again on board with Nicky Tim when he came up to Jules Gounon, and he just absolutely left him in his wake, didn't he? And then there was Lucas Auer just up ahead of him, and he just caught him so quickly, so much grip with the slick tyres on that Aston Martin.
And Matteo Cairoli, Van der Linde, he's going to be in the mix as well. And now we're going to have a real scrap on our hands as those that come out, like Callender and the white and red Mercedes, try to get their tyres up to temperature. And he loses places to both Cairoli and Miney coming into turn 6.
Maro Engel and Thomas Breining to change positions. Right. We saw that move and they decided that's a fair way of doing it. Just say, okay, give it back, try again.
As Max Pell goes through on Thierry Vermeulen, and he's now under pressure from Luigi Auer, but keeps the Mercedes behind. If you lose one place, you're going to lose two.